Hi, this little video clip is just to show you how to sign up for some learning online, which is very helpful with all the different topics that are on this website. So this website is by Active Retirement Ireland, but it applies to any of us who are learning new digital skills. And I have the website address here, https highdigital.active.ir, and I can send that on to you. So this is a great course. I've done a lot of the elements of it myself, and it's really good. It's really well laid out. So let's have a look at what would I learn. So I'm just going. So you can do the course online, or you can sign up face-to-face. We're obviously talking about doing it online. There's an introductory course that covers the basics of the internet. There's using your smartphone, from the basics of calling and texting to download and using apps. There's connecting with others. So this talks about email, social media like Facebook, WhatsApp, things like that. Entertainment and shopping online. It covers how the internet can help you in your daily life, from either shopping online or browsing online, and also to keeping yourself up to date with news, weather, entertainment, things like that. Hobbies and travel. In this module, you can learn how to use the internet for your hobbies and interests, as well as planning trips away. So having a look at places to go, maybe if you're going to a new city, or places to eat if you're going for a little holiday break. And there's also module 6 about online banking. And this covers how to conduct many everyday banking tasks online, such as checking your balance and account, transferring money, making payments, and managing your debit or credit card. This module also covers online safety, keeping your money secure. So it's a very good course. It's very relevant. And even like I said, even if you don't want to do any transactions online, it's good to know how to do it, because there's a lot of other information you can get, from browsing online to even looking at your bank online without actually getting into payments online. So where do you go to start? You go to Home, so the Home at the top left-hand corner here, and you go, click to register your interest. I actually think this is the wrong place. So we'll go to About the Course. Sorry, this is the best place to go. So it covers sending emails, keeping in touch, online banking, looking up information, reading, watching, online shopping, using the internet on your phone, online safety. So there's 3 options, and this is in About the Course: getting started online, finding out more, and register your classes. So I'm going to go to starting online. So I pick my language, English or Irish, whichever is your preferred. Click English in this case. Then you get an option to start the online course now, or you can register for in-person classes. I'm going to start with click here, starting the online course now. Click here. So if you have a code, and put it this way, if you start this course, you'll be given a code. You can write it down in your phone, and then you can use that every time you can get in to continue with the course. So you don't have to do it all in the one sitting, let's say. You can take a number of weeks to do it. But at the start, you're going to say, I'm starting the new course. What device are you using? It's either a tablet or a laptop. So in this case, I'm actually on a laptop. I know a lot of you will be on a tablet. There's a bit of a survey you can do. You can answer that. I'm just going to skip it at the moment, but you could answer it. It's just asking you questions like your date of birth, your gender, what you can currently do on your mobile phone, and what would you like to learn how to do. But I'm just going to skip it for this demonstration. They're just going to explain the buttons on screen that you use during the course, okay? So
we would like to briefly explain what the buttons on screen are for.
So that little button there, if you press that, it'll read out what button does. So if you can't read them properly, you click the zoom in and it makes it bigger on your screen, which is really handy. You can hit glossary to understand some of the words. Yeah, which is also good because sometimes the internet can be confusing just by the words they use, if nothing else. You can go to resources to download a buddy guide and to access extra resources. And that can be really helpful if it's a very new topic for yourself. Maybe the banking online, it could be very helpful. Help to view some frequently asked questions, and they can often answer the questions that you've been asked, because a lot of times people will have the same questions as you have as well. So that's good. Click here and you can save your lesson that you started, and then when you log back in again, you can use that code to get back in again. And next time you visit, you use your code to get in. So get started. So I had received the code, so I'm going to say video. So I'll go back to that main menu again. Here is Hi Digital. Here you will learn how to access the internet and explore the online world. The internet is a great source of information, entertainment and advice. So let's get started. So there's the introduction section. It's always good to do that. Using your smartphone, connecting with others. So that's a lot about WhatsApp and email. Entertaining and shopping. So we've done some of this in the class, but I think it's good to always use another way to learn as well. It's always helpful. Hobbies and travel. So this is like looking at restaurants or booking something when you're going a place, or maybe if you have a particular interest, getting an app that's relevant to that interest. And online banking. This is something we haven't covered together in the class, so that'll be also good for us. So I'm going to start, just to show you, I'm just going to start with the introduction. So I'm going to click on introduction. So you might already know something about the internet. Even so, these lessons will be helpful and they'll be a refresher and provide some tips and tricks. So they have 4 different elements. There's a welcome video, computers and the internet, what can you do on the internet, and basics for using the internet. So if you start any of these, let's say you start it. And there's the small screen. You press this to start playing. And I'll just start it just to show you.
Hi Digital. Welcome to the first step toward improving your digital skills. Here you can learn all about it.
Now that's the introduction done there. So then you can continue on to section 2, which is continue with computers and the internet. So I would just press on this to continue on. Okay. So I'm just going to show you what I do then to log out. Let's say maybe you are going to finish for the day, and maybe you might approach this and do some more of it maybe in a week's time or something like that. So firstly, actually, even before I go on that, here's some of the buttons they spoke about. So I can zoom in to make things bigger. I can use a glossary if there's a word there I don't understand. Yeah, they give you a lot of explanations of the words. You press X to close it. Resources, there's extra resources there. Buddy guide, skill requirement, and things like that. So there's some good options. Keyboard and mouse basics, that's also very good. Tapping and swiping on a smartphone. So you just click on some of these and we can have a look at them. There's help, and that's to save it, and that's to log out. So if I log out, it asks me, reminds me again, did I receive my code, and to store that safely. So if I say yes, I'm going to log out now. And then when I come back to it again, it says continue with your code. So I type in my code here, which I've just got my code here. In this particular case is please, D D. Continue course. And I get back in again. I go back to where I was. So I've done the introduction. And should have said I've completed that part, because then I can go on computers with the internet. Yeah. I mean, here, goals for this lesson are explaining what the internet is, access, and I'll get it to read it here if I just click this.
Goals for this lesson. After completing this lesson, you will be able to explain what the internet is, access to the internet, use the keyboard on your smartphone or tablet, search for information on the internet, execute on the internet.
So I press continue then to go onwards, and we continue on. So it's a very good course, so I really recommend it. Okay.